Hey guys, I'm going to attempt to do this math sheet with you. I tried recording it earlier and none of the sound was working. And I know it's really hard to see, but this is this is like the best I can do right now. So bear with me. You have this math sheet, 7-11. I sent that home with you when we packed up on Wednesday. So if you have not grabbed it yet, please grab 7-11. I'm going to walk you through this as best I can. Um, and I don't know, hopefully you can see what I'm showing you. And if you can't, hopefully there's a way you can zoom in. And if not, just, I guess, do a good job listening and hopefully with mom and dad or someone can help you kind of work through the steps, okay? All right, so we are working on bar graphs. Last Friday, we introduced the bar graph. So we're going to talk about this bar graph, and then we're going to also talk about another kind of graph called a circle graph or a pie graph. Okay, so we'll talk about that next. So right now, we are going to fill in this graph. Now, I don't know if you can see mine, but I already filled it in because I recorded this once before and it obviously didn't work. So I'm just going to walk you through what I already filled in. And yours is blank, so you can fill yours in as we talk about it. But let's take a peek at this bar graph. It's called a bar graph because it creates a bar as you add the data versus like a picture graph where you put in the pictures that we did earlier. And we have on the left-hand side, we have some animals. We have raccoons, deer, bison, eagles, and wolves. And along the bottom, we have numbers 0 through 10. And the title of our bar graph is Animals at Grasslands National Park. So we're going to look at some of the clues down here to figure out how many we have of each animal. They're not telling us. We have to use the clues and do a little math to figure that out. Also, this is a horizontal bar graph because we are filling it in from left to right versus a vertical bar graph when we put the categories down below and then color in the bars going upwards. Okay, so this is a horizontal bar graph. All right, the only data point they've given us is raccoons. And if you put your finger across the bar and where it stops, pull your finger down, you'll see a number 3. So that means that there are 3 raccoons at Grasslands National Park or Nature Park. Okay. Now let's look down at our first clue. Number 1, there are 3 more deer than raccoons. So 3 more deer. We know that there are 3 raccoons. If there's 3 more deer than raccoons, we will add 3 plus 3 to get 6. So you can see here, I made a line. So take your pencil and draw a line till you get to the 6. 6 is down here. And then come down a little lower and draw another line. And then you can fill in that bar to represent 6 deer. And then there are 3 more deer than raccoons. There are blank deer. So we just determined that there are 6 deer. So you can fill that in as well. Next clue, there are 2 more bison than deer. There are blank bison. So if we know that we have 6 deer and there are 2 more bison than deer, we're just going to do simple addition. 6 plus 2 more is 8. So for bison, we're going to have 8. So again, you're going to take your pencil, you're going to draw across. Oops. Come down a little lower, do it again. Stop when you get to that 8. You might need to use your fingers to kind of find your spot. And then you can go ahead and shade or color that in as well to make that bar. Okay? Then we're going to fill in, there are blank bison, so we know there are 8 bison. There are 4 fewer, we'll underline that word, 4 fewer wolves than bison. So look at how many bison we have. We know we have 8. If there are 4 fewer wolves, we're going to take 4 away. So 8 take away 4 is 4. So we're going to skip eagles. We're going to come down to wolves. We're going to make our line till it stops at 4. Make another line underneath. Shade that in. And then there are 4 wolves. Okay? All right. Number 4. The park needs 4 more eagles to have as many eagles as deer. So we know that we have 6 deer. We need 4 more eagles to have as many as deer. So this is going to be a subtraction problem. Deer is 6. We're going to take away the 4 and we'll get 2. So 6 minus 4 is 2, so we have 2 eagles. We're going to color in that bar. Now we have all the animals. Oh, we need to put our 2 here. So there are 2 eagles. So this is our bar graph. We're going to transfer the same information into our circle graph, or our pie graph, sometimes they're called. So there's a spot for the title. It's the same title, Animals at Grasslands Nature Park. And I already wrote mine in, Animals at Grasslands Nature Park. And notice I capitalized the first letter of the main words, the big words. So animals, capital A, at can be a little a. Grasslands has a capital G, nature has a capital N, and park has a capital P, because it's a title. Okay, that's a like proper nouns, titles. Okay, all right, now we're going to go and we're going to find, we have raccoons, 3. That was already given to us, right? Then we have deer. So come over, we have 6 deer, so fill that in. We have 8 bison. We have 2 eagles. And we have 4 wolves. So when you look at a circle graph, you can see, if you think of this as a pie, you think about how big is your slice of pie. So some people want a little skinny piece. Some people want a medium-sized piece. Some people want a really big piece of pie. Okay? So think of it like slices of pie. So you can see here that the bison has the biggest slice of pie. Then comes the deer, then the wolves, then the raccoons, and finally the eagles have the tiny little slice of pie. And so then you can picture with your eyes this data in a different way. So here you can picture with your eyes, you can see that bison has the most and eagles have the least, and kind of where the other ones fall. And in a circle graph, you can see that same information. It's just represented a little differently. All right, so now we're going to do the back side. Grab another piece of tape. Oh, before I do that though, I'm going to hold this up a little closer so you can see, in case you can't see very well. I don't know if this is much better. Kind of see what I've done on here. Okay. All right, so flip it over. Now, the directions tell us to ask 8 friends about their favorite subject at school. But we don't have 8 friends available because we're not in class. So we're just going to make up some numbers. And I did that already. So reading, we can only have a total of 8. Can't go more than 8, okay? Reading, we're going to pretend that 3 kids picked reading. So I have 3 tallies, 1, 2, 3. 2 of the kids that I asked picked math as their favorite, 1, 2. Science, 2. And social studies, 1. Let me make sure this adds up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, no more, no less. You have to have 8. You don't have to follow exactly how I did it. You can make up your own numbers. And then we're going to put those numbers over here. So 3, 2, 2, and 1. So here's our table. Here's our title, favorite subject. Now here is our pie. And I already colored these in because I taped this or videotaped this earlier. But you can see here, I assigned a color to each animal. So reading is orange. So I colored in 3 pieces of pie. There's 3 kids who picked reading. So I colored in 3 orange slices of pie. Math and science were both 2. So math has 2 blue pieces of pie. Science has 2 red pieces of pie. And finally, social studies has 1 piece of pie, 1 slice of the pie. Okay? So again, you can visually see the most is the orange. The orange is reading. The least is green. Social studies is green. Okay, so you can decide how you want to do that. All right, we have that hour at 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock where I will be available to you. If you're not sure what's going on here, you need help, bring this with, pop into that Google Meet at noon, somewhere between noon and 1, and I can help you walk through this or answer any questions or help you with anything that might be confusing. Okay? All right, friends. See you later. Bye.